And what I think is so interesting, since we've got to be quite close with our good friends at Bell Lifestyle Products, there are words now that I hear that I recognize what exactly it is. I understand the subject matter and what they're talking about. Because a couple of years ago, if you'd said holistic nutrition or holistic medicine, it's like, ooh, is that with the witches? Is that with the dolls with the pins? Because it sounds weird, and I don't know if I like it. Of course, I recognize that now as it not being the case. There's very few witches, very few shaman that, well, I don't know, maybe there are shaman, I don't know. But it's just interesting that when you start talking about some of these natural ways to treat the body, it's a little embarrassing that we don't know more. It's a little embarrassing as a society that our first go-to is to buy a pharmaceutical. Because when you look at it and look at, and this is from Dave and myself using these products, they've been so effective, and they've been without any sort of side effects or anything else that, quite frankly, a lot of the time comes with pharmaceuticals. That's why when you see those, and I think they're mostly American ads, when they come out with a product, it's kind of funny. They're like, you need to take Rite Aid because, or Rite-X or something like that. And then it goes on for 2 minutes, all the side effects that you can get. Rite-X might you might suffer from, brain damage or loss of sight, loss of taste, loss of toes. Like, it goes on and on and on. And you're like, I don't know if I want to use Rite-X to make me feel better. What you want to do is use these natural health products, and someone who has been practicing holistic nutrition, like someone like our good friend Alicia Ravenna, who joins us here this morning. Good morning, Alicia.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm very good. Don't you think still as a society we still don't quite understand the whole idea of natural health products, holistic medicine, holistic nutrition? I think we're still not very educated as a people. Maybe it's just a North American thing, but I think that I'm a great example of someone who just didn't know.
I agree. There is a lot of people that are still hesitant to use the natural products. And that really surprises me. I always think, how can you be hesitant to use something that's natural and be so quick to take something that's pharmaceutical, where, like you mentioned, you have so many side effects. So it is very surprising, but it's coming along. A lot of people are starting to be more open to it. I think also the pandemic has scared a lot of people, and they don't have enough resources to find out what's good for them, what's not good for them. So referring to holistic health is one of their way, of getting more informed and more educated about what's out there. And when people come into the store, I always try to give them like a little brief and educate them on products and what they do. And there is side effects to everything, but there is not the same kind of side effects with natural products like you would find with pharmaceutical. Our side effects could be maybe nausea or diarrhea or something, that you can control. Nothing that will be life-threatening, definitely.
Alicia, we're going to be talking about bone and joint health. And I think the first one we could talk about right off the hop is the number one formula, joint relief. So what are we looking at when you recommend this sort of supplement? Obviously, here, joint relief, you think arms, shoulders, elbows, all of the above. And what sort of aspects do you recommend this sort of supplement to your clients?
So I had really good results with the joint relief for people who have osteoarthritis or arthritis, or also who have gone through some kind of surgery, like a knee replacement or hip replacement. It has, because it has sharp cartilage and it has chondroitin in it, it's repairing. So that's what people told me, that they felt like they could get more movement out of the product, like they could feel better. especially with the recovery after the knee surgery. I have been giving this product to almost everyone, and I got everyone hooked on it. It really does work amazing.
Well, the science of it is really quite spectacular. In fact, if you know, we're being honest, Bell Lifestyle Products and Nick, who originally, you know, started this company all that time ago, it was almost, I don't want to say solely based on, but shark cartilage was the basis of this entire project, this entire industry, and this business. The model basically came from the understanding of what shark cartilage does for people.
Yes. It's one of those products that you have to educate people about, because when they look at the box and they say shark cartilage, oh, is that going to help with the pain? You really have to explain how it works. And then, you know, you basically try it, and you know that it does work after you try it, because I have tried it myself and many clients have tried it, and it's an amazing product.
Yeah, I use the combination of the shark cartilage and Inflamex just because I think it works really well, almost like a tag team. Can you tell it, like, I know the reasons why I do it, but why would you recommend that to clients, that sort of combination?
So the Inflamex is for people that are suffering from chronic pains mostly. You know, you have the back pain, the joint pain, the hip, or any actually after surgery issues and pains, because it has anti-inflammatory ingredients in it. So when there is pain, there is always inflammation, and Inflamex will cure the inflammation, and shark cartilage will make things stronger.
Oh, that's it. So that combination is interesting, because Inflamex, and we have an ad that that runs for it. We had a TV ad actually that ran on the CBC, and the reason I used Inflamex is because I found that it helped my knees. And again, with a lot of these products, unlike pharmaceuticals where you're just supposed to pop a couple of pills, because it's a natural ingredient, it's about getting it into your system. So you take it sort of sometimes on that regular basis of when you need it. And I found that it has been nothing short of remarkable. In fact, Inflamex helped relatively quickly. Now, I would say this about, pardon me?
I agree with you.
Yeah.
It's very quick. I have used it myself after my car accident. I had really terrible hip issues, and I have used many products, and of course pharmaceutical, I've gone there too, but Inflamex, it just hit the spot. You know, it really worked. After a week of using it, I could move normally, and the pain was reduced by 50%, if not more.
Yeah,
It was amazing.
it is incredible. And you know, sometimes people wonder, you know, when someone like myself puts their name to something, or you know, I do an advertisement for it, they just assume it's because there's an exchange of money. That's where you're doing it. No, the reason I did it is because it works, and it helps me. And I think, you know, for someone like Dave, who also played a ton of sports at a very high level, you know, we've always thought that, oh yeah, when you get up to a certain age, that's when you start to feel stuff. Well, probably Dave would be on, you feel it earlier. And most athletes I talk to, guys who have just stopped playing pro, you feel it now. It's not like you're in your 50s and your 60s. No. It will be in your 30s and your 40s. You're going to feel it.
Yes. It's a very good product to use, especially for people that are sport active. Anyone who is doing a lot of workouts, it's tough on any joints, not just old joints. So Inflamex will help to get rid of the pain. And there's so many great products that they've put in it that I can't stress how well that product works for any kind of pain. I use it actually for migraines.
Interesting.
Really. Oh, wow.
Yes, it's amazing. And it's the newest thing now that I'm suggesting it not only for joints and for other aches and pains, but migraine is a big one with the change of season. And it seems to be working not only on me, but on my clients that have migraines as well.
That's interesting. Yeah, I'm a massive supporter of Inflamex number 70, and like I said, the shark cartilage combo has been probably about a year for me right now, which has been very good. Now, when we talk about joint relief, which is the number one, Inflamex number 70, Where does the number 67 supplement come on? And can you tell us how it compares and what are the differences and where you might use it as compared, or do you use it in combination with? How does that work, Alicia?
You definitely can use all three products if you want to. They will not harm you because they are natural. Curcumin, as we know, it's an anti-inflammatory product. But Bell Lifestyle have added other ingredients in there like cayenne pepper, and they've added vitamin E, and they also added hawthorn, I believe, in there. And it's all anti-inflammatory, and also can support the immune system as well. So I would use that in combination with any of the products, actually, because it's not harmful. Especially now with the viruses and different variants coming along, curcumin is great to fight off those viruses.
You know, it also goes to show you that a lot of the compounds and what makes up some of these herbal medicines is in food. You know, you talk
Yes.
about cayenne pepper, turmeric, you know, vitamin E, black pepper, rosemary, basil, like ginger. It is remarkable how much of it is actually found in food.
It is, and those are all anti-inflammatory ingredients. Those are all herbs that are in our kitchen, and you know, we should be using them more often. I have a whole drawer of herbs, and when I cook, you know, I use them all. I just go happy with every herb I can think of.
Yeah, that's amazing, because I think also too, when we had our good friend Bal, when Bal Choker would come on, and he would say, and we'd ask about using these products, and he said, "Well, I need them if I'm not eating properly." Because generally, a lot of the stuff that he was talking about, he goes, I can get from food. I can get from having a good diet. I can get a lot of this stuff. But if you're not, this is when some of these things come in handy. And it's a great point. And it's why, you know, when we started talking about holistic medicine and nutrition, how scary it sounds, it's really the least. You want to talk about scary, that you talk about pharmaceuticals, because that's scary.
Right. Yeah, holistic is like right in your kitchen. And if you're eating right, you will be fine. But you know, even with a great diet, like I'm not 100%, I'm not perfect. I, you know, don't eat just vegetables and fruits and all that. I have my moments where I eat foods that are not the best, but I think that including these supplements, even if your diet is good, is a good idea, because I don't know anyone that will eat enough of the good food to give you so much benefits.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, so you would have to definitely sit and eat curcumin all day long, and then you end up with yellow teeth. You know, or you'd have to eat other, you know, holy basil and all these other things, and you know, they could upset your stomach if you have too much. So I find it easy if you balance everything. You know, life is about balance. Eat well, and if you feel that you are an active person and you do suffer from some kind of pains, or you have some issues with anything like walking or after surgery and so on, include the supplement. Don't be afraid. It's not going to harm you. Take it with food, and it's just part of your diet.
Well, I'm still hoping that we can find nutrition in cupcakes. Do we have any work on that?
Yes, I actually made some. Too bad I can't give you one.
Next time I'm coming for cupcakes.
Exactly.
That's what we're going to do. Absolutely.
For
Alicia,
sure.
thanks so much. Always appreciate the time. Always great to see you, and wonderful this morning as always.
Thank you.
I am sure we'll talk to you again real soon.
Yes, thank you. It was nice talking to you both.
That is Alicia Ravenna, who joins us from time to time as part of Bell Lifestyle Products. She, of course, is a practicing holistic nutritionist and does such a wonderful job. And we were happy to see her this morning. Hopefully you learned something too, because they said, you know, these guys who talk about when they played hockey and their knees, like knees is a big thing, right? For guys, knees is a big thing, hips, you know, that kind of stuff. Well, you just heard
back.
what will help you. And that
Yep.
shark cartilage and Inflamex like Dave uses, that's the way to go. It is 8:55. We do traffic one more time before we leave you. Here is Dave.
Yeah, I can't tell you enough good things about that, to tell you honest truth, Mike. That combination is probably the most helpful for me.